Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2019. And since last episode, when we managed to get 3 points at home versus Watford, we played one game, and it was away versus Everton. And I would say Everton was probably the better team, but we were actually in the lead for almost the whole game. And then we got a red card in the, I believe it was like 78th minute. And then they managed to equalize when we were 10 players on the pitch. They equalized in like the 81st minute, something like that. So we were actually really close to 3 points. And I believe if we wouldn't have got that red card, maybe that would actually have happened. That brings us to this league table. And what's special about this league table, I know that we are doing very, very well, is that today's episode we are playing Leicester. And as you can see, if Leicester wins, they will overtake us. And they have that home advantage. And talking about Leicester, they actually have a very interesting, like, their results. So in the beginning of the season, they had this stint with all these draws, like so many draws in a row, draws in every single game. And then they had this bad stint with like losing. But lately though, things have changed. They have started to find their way back, and they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in a row without a loss, and quite a few of them are wins. So yeah, Leicester definitely was off to a bad start of the season, but lately they have turned things around now during the second part of the season. So this will most likely be a very difficult away game, a really difficult one. We can only hope and pray to the Football Manager RNG gods that they will be merciful and we can still be ahead of them at in the league table after this game. It's going to be very difficult. We are doing quite a few rotations because, well, tired players. So we're actually playing Branagh in this position. We never played him here before. He's always been the defensive guy, or sometimes he's been up here. But yeah, we're doing some rotation because of players lacking match fitness. It's not too bad. Look at the midfield, it's not too bad, but I just prefer to start with somebody that's like, he's 95%. It's not a huge difference, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm trying to focus on fit players. Not a huge difference at all. I'm just doing a lot of rotation because I believe like with the level of my squad, like as I said before, like all of the guys are mediocre. So me changing like a slightly better mediocre guy out for a slightly worse mediocre guy will make a very small difference. But just trying to keep everybody fit would probably be worth more. So what do you want to talk about here? I mean, we lost the last game against them during the first half of the season, so why not bring it up here? I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Leicester. Go out there and express yourself. And, well, not that many agreed. Come on, guys. Where's the passion? I was expecting you guys to be fired up and really be out for blood, but apparently not. At least looks a little bit better now after some individual talks. So I'm curious to see how their fitness level looks, because there's been we have the same amount of days between our last game, both of the teams. So if they are not rotating as much, yeah, look at this. It's not a huge difference, but I mean, they have a few guys that are already down to 80 something fitness level. It's not a huge difference, but it is a difference, and we need every bit of help we can when we play better teams away. Here's actually a random guy with a free kick. Bowen, I know, that was a pretty decent try. Pretty decent one. Save by Schmeichel in the Leicester goal. Larson with another corner. Bowen, will we see a rerun? Well, can't get a hit like that twice. Yeah, we got the first few chances here. That's beautiful. But clock is ticking away now. Let's see what happens. They want us to play more crosses. Why not? Why not? Let's try it. I'm not listened too often to the advices from the assistant manager, but I actually did a similar thing in a previous game where they were talking about crosses, and it worked very well, so it could be a thing for us. We are creating so many more chances than them, but it's still goalless, and we are getting closer and closer to half-time. But looking at statistics, we are dominating the chances completely, but it looks like we'll be goalless here for half-time, so lads needs to know that we're not pleased. I mean, can never be pleased when we're not ahead, can we? Look at this rating, 6.4. What are you up to? Bowen, mate. But since we are creating a lot of chances, even though we are not getting any highlights, we're going to stick it with the instructions and the formation for a little bit longer. Because as long as we are creating chances, we should get something. Here's last time with a free kick. And I believe maybe it was hit the top bar. Not sure. Decent try. Not good enough though. Gnabry. And that was a weak pass. Can he win it back? Maybe not. Guys, why are you standing there? I'm telling you to close down much more. You should put some more pressure on them. You should really put some pressure on them. And this could be really dangerous. It's the first chance of the game for Leicester. Would have been heartbroken if they would have scored in their first highlight. But maybe we can bounce back here quickly. Cleared. Bowen. Where's this one heading? Gnabry. Oh my god! That was definitely the woodwork. That was so close. Could have been a beautiful goal. Heading for the top corner. But here is Leicester instead. Come on, guys. Show us that we are trying to win it back. Put some pressure on them. Come on, guys. That's not putting that much pressure, guys. Come on. That's not following in my instructions. At least we won it back because of their bad handling. And here is Lapadula. Lapadula into the box. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty given. It is a penalty. And now, of course, time to get a bit worried. Because as you might all remember, we missed our last penalty. And it cost us a game. But this time, Lapadula makes no mistake at all. No mistake at all. It's his 11th goal of the season. And we are finally in the driver's seat for real of this game. Because we have been, creating a crazy amount of chances and shots. This was the first goal. But yeah, that made me remember that game when Lapadula took the penalty and he missed. And the game ended up with a draw. But let's focus on this. Hopefully this can be a bit more positive. Here is Leicester with the possession though. Maybe this was the wake-up call they wanted and they... Oh, look at this, it's Lapadula! And oh my god, what beautiful! Maybe you heard it, I actually clapped my hand because I got so excited by that. I'm not sure if the mic picked it up or not, but I clapped my hand. And his second goal of the evening for Lapadula. Can you imagine, we only paid 5.5 million for this lad. And that was it 11th or 12th goal of the season? Not too shabby at all, I must say, for 5.5 mil. And yeah, look at the fitness levels, paying off here. And here's Branga with a free kick. What was up with that? That was so bad. But maybe we can still create something. Costas, Gnabry into the box. A lot of players here. Can we find somebody? Yes, it can. It's Bowen. It's Bowen. And it's a beautiful goal. And of course, that goal was all about Gnabry. Because Bowen couldn't miss that one, could he? With an open net. But let's take a look at the replay. Bowen's actually involved in the early work here. And yeah. And then Gnabry and Bowen, from being involved, finds a place at the bottom post. And it's an open net. And we are actually destroying Leicester away. This is a sensational result. Really, really, really good one. Bowen has scored, but he is still at 7.4 rating. So I believe even if you have scored, maybe you are working your way back. But at 6.4 rating, you have to go. Let's bring in Ben Arfa instead. Other than him, maybe we should take a look at who is tired. Gnabry has been sensational, but he is definitely getting tired. But let's give him a little bit more time and bring in, remove Brannigan instead. This is a beautiful time to bring in Sosa, giving him some more first team experience when we have 3 goals up. Because we have such a high expectations for Sosa in the future. Next season, he might be a regular starter. And now, maybe go for Gnabry, changing with Grosicki. Grosicki has had a short injury, just a few days. But because of that, he is lacking fitness. So, him getting 10 minutes here could be a perfect match, basically. But this result is fantastic. This is sensational. This is better than I ever expected. But of course, as I say that, you shouldn't say things like that. Because if you do, this game loves to punish you. It loves to punish you. Of course, we're still safe, but yeah, it would be glorious for Hart to not concede. So will something happen here, or is this just the end of the game highlight? Stuart, what are you doing? All the way back to the defense. Larson. Rosicki, you should have done better there. If you would, there could have been a great chance. But it's a full-time whistle. Still can't complain. This is a glorious result for us. A really good result. And the lads need to know that. Been a call, I'm going to talk. I'm very pleased with this one. Beating Leicester 3 goals against 1 away is fantastic. It's really, really, really good. Player of the match, Lapadula. Let's see, how many goals have you actually scored? Is it 11 or 12 goals this season? In the league, of course. Yeah. Oh, wait. Misclicked. So, there's what I want to click. And here he is. Yeah, 12 goals in 25 games. Not too bad at all. And that brings us to this league table. And we are doing sensationally well. Sensational. Let's see, what's the last? I believe 7th place is the last spot for a place in Europe. Let's see, check out the rules here. Come on, rules. Game is lagging. Why is nothing happening? And there it is. Long delay. So let's see here. Yeah, 7th position is the last spot for a place in Europe. And of course, a place in Europe has never been the goal for this season, never at all. But, I mean, a lad can't help himself for dreaming, can he? But of course, as I talked about in a previous episode, this looks fantastic right now. But every single top team we have left to play, so we should be ahead right now because we're going to have a long stint of losing games when we have City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Southampton, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea. It's going to be a rough period. So we can just enjoy while it lasts because it's probably going to end very soon. But that's it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.